What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Today's the first day I'm uploading a video in about 3 days. I've been sick the last couple of days, so I do appreciate you guys coming in and checking out this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a champion that we all probably have if we've been playing the last couple of months, and that's going to be Mr. Sun Wukong himself, Mr. Skinwalker, attack-based Skinwalker here, Spirit Affinity. So this champion I think is widely regarded as probably the best free champion that we've ever gotten. I think he's probably better than Ninja, he's better than Ronda, just because he's super viable in all areas of the game. Even the full end game, like Platinum Arena, for example, he's still viable. Whereas Ninja kind of is a boss killing specialist, just for example. And Ronda obviously very good in Arena, but not so much like everywhere else. Like Wukong can be used in Hydra, he can be used in so many different places. But basically Wukong has also many different builds that you can build him with. You can build him with full damage, you can build him with full support, or you can build him with a mix of both. So in today's video, I want to talk about what I did, what I think works, and what I ultimately am doing with my Sun Wukong. So let's go over his skill kit here real quick. I know you guys probably know what he does, but he's got a A1 stun, decent chance, actually occurs pretty frequently. He's got an A2 single target nuke, 3-turn cooldown, big hit here, ignore 50% of the target's defense, and then splash damage everywhere. It actually hits super hard. And then if he does not kill anybody, he has the ability to place a sheep on like a trouble champion, for example. And then his A3 is a AoE, 3-turn cooldown. It actually steals the buffs, which is even better than removing the buffs, and then places a block buffs. Block buffs super annoying, especially for a champion like Taras. If you're playing against a champion like Taras, then he's going to have no buffs to power him up. So block buffs, very useful. Almost forces a cleanser sometimes, like for example in live arena. And he comes with a arena speed aura. This is actually very useful, especially when you only have him and then you don't have Arbiter, for example. This is actually very useful. Very decent base attack, decent speed, and then boosted crit damage for additional smacking. So anyways, let's jump into the build that I went with. Alright guys, so this is my Sun Wukong. So if you guys watched my earlier Sun Wukong best build video, I actually committed to a full support build for Sun Wukong because I felt like his sheep ability was super unique and very useful. It actually is very useful. However, I think him as a nuker actually plays quite well in live arena, which is where I will be using him basically exclusively in live arena. Just because if he goes down and he comes back up, he's instantly a threat. And you know he's pretty squishy, so he's going to go down multiple times. And yeah, he's an instant threat when he comes back up. Whereas when you pick the support version, if you don't have a good target for his A2 and his A2 is down, he's not going to be able to be much of a threat. He does have a stun, he does have like steals, buff steals and all that, but sometimes it doesn't really matter. So having the nuker is actually very nice, and it's actually, you know, obviously very threatening. So let's go over the gear on him, I guess. So we got the gear here. I got lethal with crit damage. You can definitely go lethal savage, sorry, lethal cruel, but my cruel gear is just spread out and not super good. So pretty good weapon here. Got triple crit rate. This one got crit rate attack, and then got some speed, missing some crit damage, of course. This one's a really nice shield. Triple speed with crit damage, crit rate, and accuracy. Kind of perfect for Sun Wukong. Crit damage with ascended attack. Decent. Obviously you want crit damage, but double crit roll here. Very nice with speed and attack percentage. Very nice glove. Chest plate, no ascended percentage, but we went for the triple speed. Went for some crit damage here. And then the boot with ascended speed with attack percentage, crit rate, and crit damage. So overall, you know, pretty good gear. He's in pretty good gear for my account. And except for the accessories are not super great. Got triple roll here, but no ascended attack. This is a decent amulet. Got double accuracy, which really helps him. And then this is the best banner on my account. So pretty lame-o banner. Total stats, we're looking at 36k health, 7.1k attack, Got 259 speed. I like him fast. I definitely advise to speed up your damage dealers for live arena. They're definitely much more fun and usable, and yeah, just better overall. 100% crit rate, of course. You got big crit damage here. So the accuracy is definitely low on him. I don't have any faction guardians, for example. If I have faction guardians, it'd be a little bit extra accuracy, which would be super nice. But I don't have faction guardians on him. But 170 here. We do have the masteries here. Let's go over them real quick. Move my head. So we got masteries. We got an extra 10 here. We got extra 20 here when he first starts his moves. An extra 16 here. So he does have a just over about 200 accuracy, which can help him. Obviously maybe take stone skin or take some buffs from a like nuker or a support champion with low resistance. You need about 300 resistance to lock him out. Like basically shut down his debuffs. 300 resistance you can kind of get if you have empowerments, faction guardians, gray halls, without really trying too hard. But yeah, not 100% guaranteed. So he has a decent chance of stealing buffs or placing debuffs. Crit rate, I went with shield breaker, especially, and then went with the first hit, big damage. This cycle of violence actually gives him pretty good chance of bringing his skill back off cooldown, just because he has that really big A2 nuke. And then obviously 40%, less than 40% HP, higher max HP, and then down to Helm Smasher, which is the most important one. So you want him ignoring tons of damage, tons of defense, doing tons of damage. Make sure he's fully booked. I did do a video on him with no books, and he actually is very decent. He doesn't require any books for like his chance to sheep, for example, or his chance to steal, or his chance to place block buffs. And this, you lose 25% on his stun, but it's not the end of the world. And then you lose the cooldowns, which is kind of bad. But if you're like short on books, you can definitely use him like in a support role. You don't need the extra damage from books and so forth. But he doesn't need any additional books just for increasing the chance to do things. So yeah, he's very, very good in many areas. And finally, I ended up taking Soul Reaper for the extra crit damage here and extra attack. He has some finishing power with the 8% Reaper coming out. You could go with Lightning Cage, for example. You could go with Lightning Cage here. Similar, you get extra attack and crit damage. You could also go with, if you were doing support, you can go with Temporal Chains for more accuracy. You can go Sheep. Sheep's a popular one. Brimstone's a popular one if you're going PvE. Does give him some accuracy as well. So yeah, he's definitely like very flexible champion. Very, very strong. So I do prefer this build, and I think I'm going to stick with it over the support build and over the hybrid build. So I'll show you guys what the hybrid build looks like on my other account. Alright, so this is my hybrid Sun Wukong on my alt account. So you can see here, he doesn't have like the Savage Cruel, but he still has a Savage set. He still has a little bit of accuracy, so he can still place some debuffs and obviously steal some buffs. He's decently quick, crit capped with some crit damage here and some attack, although it's nothing like insane. Like he's short about 1500 attack and short about 25 crit damage compared to the full out damage one. Personally, I think this one is probably the one I least like, because he can't really full on nuke like reliably, and then he can't really full on debuff or support your team reliably. So I would suggest building full damage or full support. So high accuracy, high speed for full support, or full damage, which is ignore accuracy and just build them like a regular nuker that doesn't require accuracy. So anyways, that's just my opinion. I think general consensus, the nuker or support is probably better than the hybrid, although the hybrid actually works quite well in Hydra with enough accuracy to place his debuffs and obviously the steals. And he can deal a little bit of damage as well to the Hydra head. But anyways, let's jump into the main account again with the full damage Wukong, and we'll see what he can do. Alright, let's look for a just typical like speed team here. So let's go to typical speed team. I'll show you guys an interesting way to use Sun Wukong actually. Let's see if this works. I tried this out a couple times and it actually works quite well. It really shows how strong his passive is. Let's see here. So he dies up against speed team, and then Wukong comes back. Watch this, guys. He just does an obscene amount of damage here. Boom, 130k, 190k. Just wipes the whole team. Like, they went first, did a bunch of stuff, and yeah, still wiped them out. Let's try against this team, I guess. Same strategy. Against the UDK, we do have to wait a little bit. Oh, we do go first. Let's see if we can one-shot this UDK. Oh my lord, we do. Did you see that? 230 on that Sifi, 195 on that UDK. Not like the strongest team, 212 player power. So gear's not up there, but that's a pretty convincing one-shot. Let's go against this team with the Harma. Same kind of strategy here. This is more just for like fun, kind of like troll, kind of trollish, kind of meme-ish type of team, but it just really shows the power of his passive. And yeah, so I'm just gonna wait out his wait out this Duchess, wait for the A2 back. Doing some big smacks. Reaper comes in. Oh, almost killed him, not quite. Sure, let's do that. Oh, nope, nope. Resisted. Yeah, resisted. So I don't have accuracy to place the sheep. So that's a small little bit negative, right? Of course. And there, I don't have enough accuracy to steal the buffs. So when you go full damage, you're gonna have to give up, you know, something, and it's gonna be accuracy here. But Wukong comes back here. He's gonna be a threat again. Can we kill off the Harma? There we go. And can we kill this guy off? Nope. Actually landed sheep this time. So it wasn't able to full kill the Duchess, which is a little bit disappointing, but it seems like we have a pretty good shot here as well. Both resisted. Lands the stun, no reviving. And nuking 160k, 195k on that Mithrala. The A2 definitely pumps. The way you use it is to use it on a low health minion. And then the damage, the excess damage will be transferred through the entire team. So let's see if we can find something else a little bit more stronger, I guess. How about this team? This team's pretty tanky team here. Let's try. And keep in mind, guys, this is not with attack up. The A1 actually killed Necrit. Sorry, the A3 killed the Necrit, which is pretty impressive, I think. He has no damage dealer, so he's just gonna wait until we kill him, I guess. I don't think we're gonna have enough accuracy to sheep the UDK. So we're gonna save the A2 here. Let's see if we can one-shot the Necrit again. Oh, sorry, UDK was in the way. Whoops, my bad. No steals, everybody has resistance. The AoE actually only has a 3.8 multiplier, so it's not anything insane. It's kind of like average. Down he goes. Might take us some time, but I think we can still win this. He has no damage dealer. Wukong's still going to be able to do some damage here. 1A1 pumps away quite a bit of damage. That's the AoE. I think we're going to use a proper team after this. Yeah, not able to A2 our way through. Managed to kill the Necrit. Pretty funny. Wukong being fast gets tons of extra turns, which is super nice to see. Can we kill this UDK? We can't. Can't one-shot it. Without can't one-shot it even without the ally protection, so gonna have to soften it up first. Okay, big slap there. Let's see what we can do. Kill. Okay, picks him back up. Big nuke. Boom, there we go. It's gonna be tough. Got a lot of support revivers here. Okay. So when the damage gets low here, that's a lot of extra damage, and that's enough. There you go, guys. It did take me a little bit, but we're playing against, you know, 4, you know, tanky champions, and then we have the no attack up Sun Wukong. But it basically just shows how strong the A2 is when the champion is weak. Alright, let's use the real team, and then we're playing against obviously a slightly stronger team here, so let's see what we can do. Kind of just slap this team here together. Obviously the Warlord and Mortu is not a great combination. Try this. Boom. Wiped her out, but Stone Skin, of course. They are wiped out, so... Okay. Okay, let's see if I can fear anybody. Nope. Big slap there, actually. AoE doing lots of work. Okay, got the attack up now. Let's see what you can do on the A2. Not yet. A1 51k. Let's see if we can one-shot this Duchess. Oh, weakens applied. Okay. I mean, we could probably... Let's try... Yeah, let's try to one-shot this Duchess here. Alright. Ooh, big slaps. Reaper. Alright, that's it. So that's kind of how you use them for damage dealer. I mean, we do have a lockout, and we do have the UDK, which kind of gives him time to do his thing. But yeah, make sure your Sun Wukong is pretty quick. You know, and make sure you can manual his A2. He can do a ton of damage for you. So hopefully I showcased him decent as a DPS. Definitely take a look at him, take a look at your roster, maybe see if he fits or stands out as a DPS better or as a support better. For my account, for my roster, having him as a DPS gives me 5 solid DPS to use in live arena, and he also brings like other utility as well. Obviously the big one is a speed lead, which is really nice, but him being Spirit Affinity is also very good since he actually deals with Harma decently. And yeah, I think he just fits perfectly for my account, for my roster. Happy to have him, very fun to play with. Can't wait to play with him a little bit more in live arena. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys learned something. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What kind of Sun Wukong do you guys feel is the best? What do you guys use for yourself personally? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.